Well, good Monday morning, Alaska. We continue to watch those cloudy conditions as well as somewhat cooler weather that's taking hold across a good portion of the state as we officially welcome in June. We are seeing those temperatures across the state sitting in the 40s as well as the 50s to start off the first week of June. Now, as far as what we are dealing with this afternoon or this morning, 47 degrees is where we're currently sitting at with mostly cloudy to overcast skies staying with us. We are expected to see additional winds building back in across South Central later this afternoon. Now, while rain remains with us, the better chance for rain for South Central comes Tuesday into Wednesday, and it will be steady at times, so be prepared for that increasing rainfall potential here over the next couple of days. Those temperatures certainly on the chilly side along the slope, where we are going to continue to hold on to unseasonably cool weather. Average high for this time of year from Utqiagvik out towards Dead Horse is the mid-30s, and this week will largely stay in the upper 20s, may warm into the lower 30s, but overall we're going to continue to hold on to a good portion of the state sitting on the cooler side. You can see 47 in Anchorage, 46 degrees in Juneau. Out towards the Aleutians, we continue to hold on to some rain showers and winds, although we are seeing some sunshine breaks to start off the morning. So this is what we're watching across the state for today. You can see that area of low pressure that is set up shop through the Bering the past couple of days. That's going to continue to lead to widespread rain from the central to the eastern Aleutians as well as the Alaska Peninsula. Now, we'll also see areas of southwest Alaska and locations as far north as the Seward Peninsula tap into some of that rain showers. Of course, here across South Central today, inland areas, we may be dodging a shower or two, but largely expecting us to remain on the dry side. Most of the rain for today will stay confined to coastal regions from Seward out towards Prince William Sound, but we're still stuck in this wet weather pattern. Notice our jet stream is to our south. That's taking most of those storms that have been building through the northern Pacific Ocean out towards the Aleutians. That's been moving them into the Gulf Coast region. With that said, notice that slight tilt north that slight tilt upwards into that jet stream as you head out towards southeast. This is a brief ridge that's going to build into the panhandle. We actually began to see this arrive yesterday, which is leading to a lot drier conditions. Notable improvement in the weather pattern out towards southeast. While there will still be some showers in the forecast today, it likely will stay primarily for the northern panhandle and may clip extreme northern parts of the central panhandle. But a good portion of the panhandle will see a trend towards drier conditions both today as well as tomorrow. One thing we're also watching across the state, these persistent winds, seeing several comments of when are these winds going to stop? Well, we really have to wait until about Wednesday or Thursday before we see the bulk of these winds die down. Now, each and every day we will see some calm conditions like we're seeing this morning, but those winds will once again pick right back up this afternoon into the evening hours. And we're expecting the core of the strongest winds today out towards the Copper River Basin, where we could see winds up to about 40 to 45 miles per hour. Meanwhile, from Anchorage into the valley, winds of about 20 to 35 miles per hour will be possible. This will not be an all-day wind event, like we saw last week, largely expecting those winds to increase this afternoon into the evening hours. And also with this weather pattern that we've been situated up under, largely expecting to hold on to these cool conditions, which means we're still chasing our first 70-degree reading in the interior. Right now, the warmest forecast for Fairbanks is 66 degrees, which means if we do not hit 70 by Sunday, Fairbanks will see the latest first 70-degree on record. And with the way things are trending, that's likely going to be the case. If we hit 70 for the interior, it will come either today or tomorrow, because the rest of the week, we're talking about those temperatures actually cooling off. By Friday into Saturday, we'll see those highs in the upper 50s and lower 60s. So cooler weather is staying with us. With that being said, we're not talking about many areas seeing any significant cold conditions. Average highs for this time of year for many locations will be about 5 to 10 degrees below average. So those upper air conditions, you can see that brief ridging building in out towards the panhandle, which will lead to some drier weather, some much needed drier weather for southeast, as many communities through the panhandle ended May as the wettest on record. In fact, out towards Ketchikan, they saw well over 25 inches of rainfall accumulation for the month of May. But there's that low out towards the Aleutians. That is our focus here over the next couple of days. As that moves inland to southwest Alaska through the day Tuesday, we're going to see that rain across South Central becoming more steady across the region. So be prepared for that uptick in rainfall potential both tomorrow and into our Wednesday. By Thursday, we'll begin to see things kind of taper off, and the end of this week, we will see some drier conditions making a return to south central, but the cloud coverage likely will remain as we're stuck in this trough pattern across a good portion of the state. So looking ahead through the remainder of today, you can see there's that low out towards the Aleutians. Most of the rain out towards southwest Alaska, the central eastern peninsula, panhandle, or the Aleutians, and then the Alaska Peninsula also seeing the heaviest rainfall for today. And then as that low moves inland, you can see there's that rain becoming more steady and periodic across south central, so be prepared for some of that heavier rain into our Tuesday and Wednesday. Of course, coastal regions will see the potential for about 1 to 3+ inches of rainfall, while inland areas we may see the potential for up to a quarter, if not 3/10 of an inch of rain. Of course, this all hinges on if we see that steady rain really stay with us for several hours tomorrow. So we'll be watching for that. But this wet weather pattern stays with us and shows no signs this week of really letting up in terms of that rainfall. You can see into our Wednesday and Thursday, we are going to begin to tap into more of that rain building in across southeast. So you're going to see some much needed dry time headed your way over the next couple of days. So for Fairbanks, you can see those temperatures today, mid to upper 60s. Today and tomorrow will bring the best chance for those highs to warm near 70. We'll also see some breezy conditions remaining with us, so watch for some areas of blowing dust for parts of the interior, particularly out towards Delta Junction and areas of the eastern Alaska range. That wind advisory has been allowed to expire, but we'll still see some gusts up to about 40 miles per hour. And then those rain showers become more numerous by week's end, and that's where we'll see those temperatures dropping into the upper 50s and lower 60s. So again, we want to hit 70 either today or tomorrow because the rest of the week it's almost a certainty that we're not going to see those temperatures warming near 70 as cooler weather does begin to take hold. Meanwhile, that rainfall that we've been talking about, notice here across today, we've already seen some of that heaviest activity out towards the Aleutians where we've seen anywhere from 1/10 to just shy of 4/10 of an inch of rain, while areas as far north as the Seward Peninsula have seen a few hundredths of an inch. So this wet weather pattern, again, going to stay with us here over the next couple of days. You can see a high today of 54 in Anchorage. Along the slope, we'll still warm into the 20s. If you want some sunshine, you really have to head north of the Brooks Range. That's where we're going to see that ample sun sticking around and seemingly quiet weather taking hold. The only impacts that we're really going to see for the slope region is those breezy conditions. And of course, when we're talking about temperatures, those highs will be slightly below seasonal values. Out towards southeast, some sunshine breaks today with those temperatures warming into the low to mid 50s. And again, the northern to central panhandle will see the best chance for some sun in the forecast, or the best chance for some rain in the forecast through the remainder of today. So for Anchorage, that 7-day forecast, we'll see a chance for some showers today, breezy conditions. Of course, any of those showers will be very spotty to isolated in nature. Most locations outside of the coast will stay dry today. That rain becomes steady into your Tuesday and Wednesday, and you can see temperatures slightly cooler. And then by week's end, despite the cloud coverage remaining with us, we do dry out, and we'll see those temperatures warming near 60. So a weekend, nice weekend is on tap for us. But as far as this week, we continue to hold on to that overcast skies as well as those rain showers that remain with us. We'll continue to watch what the upcoming weather pattern holds, but we may have to wait until at least the second half of June before we really tap into some of that summertime warmth. With that being said, we'll still see some nice days here and there, but we'll have more on this coming up in the news show as well as in the evening newscast. For now, make sure you have a great Monday, and if you are out and about and you come across any beautiful Alaska scenery or wildlife, be sure to send them to us here at the station. Again, make sure you have a great Monday.